his mind is crazy. And when you go into a new M Night movie, there's gonna be some massive twist. And in this movie, there was a twist. So basically, just the main plot for this movie is a family is on a holiday. They go to a of course, as well. So then this family and these group of strangers go to this beach to chill out. But then something weird starts happening every half hour they age, and they can't get off this beach. And then before they know it, their whole lives have passed them by after just one day of being on this beach. So the film is pretty weird. It's not like anything you've seen before. The film is actually based on a book that M. Night got for his birthday or for Christmas a few years ago. And he read the book and he came up with this idea. The book is kind of similar, but then he put it into his own vision. And we have the movie. So, look, when you're watching this movie, like, you don't know whether you love it or you hate it. And if you're not an M. Night fan, you're probably not going to like this movie because you've seen his other movies in the past. You've seen the twist. You know, you either like the twist or you don't like the twist. This movie here, I enjoyed the movie. It was just so weird. Like some of the stuff that was happening to the characters, like they age rapidly. You know, old in this movie pretty quickly. You have kids turning into adults, and it's just a weird movie. And you're like, what's going on? And by the end of the movie, it's revealed what exactly is going on. And near the ending of the movie, it's like there's you're satisfied watching the ending of this movie because of something that happens, but while they're on the beach, the score kind of drives your anxiety crazy.
Firstly, I thought that this movie, and also like Mar said, I'm a big fan of M. Night. I think most of his movies are pretty good. The only one that I haven't seen is The Lady in the Water, I think, and the rest of them I have seen and I loved them. Some more than others, but most of his work I really love, and I like that he makes original films, and the ideas are kind of unique and nobody else kind of it's not derived from some other concept. So I like that he does that, and his knack for suspense and mystery is pretty good, so I love that part as well. And for this movie, I think that one of the strengths of this movie is that you it's a very strange concept from the get-go, and then we see a lot of characters that go through this process of aging on the beach, and nobody knows why it's happening. And until the very end, nobody knows why it's happening and or what's happening, but it's kind of a study of human life and psychology in a fast pace, because in life you get 80 years, 60 years, or whatever, how much ever time there is to actually figure out everything, and all the reactions people go through and all that. Oh, Mar, you're back. Yes. So yeah, so it's kind of like a long study of human behavior and psychology, and how they react to certain situations on a smaller scale, because everything is happening so fast. And basically this was kind of like a test for that, and I liked that. And I also liked the reveal of what this concept is about. And basically there's a group of scientists involved, and they are studying these people, and that's where this concept is. I won't give away exactly what it is, but that's basically the gist of it. But yeah, I did think that that was pretty good, and it also leaves room for the viewer to decide whether what the scientists were doing is right or wrong. It questions your morality, it questions their morality, and it's a very interesting dilemma that they face, and also you kind of face, because what would you do if you were put in that situation? What would you do if you were on the beach? Would you think that was fair? Would you think that was unfair? I think that it was pretty good and amazing concept that I think M. Night could have done a little better job at executing that, and making it more fleshed out and adding more elements into it. But I did find that it was a pretty good ending and pretty good movies overall. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. If you like M. Night's movies, it's right up there with of the other movies of his. I think he nails the suspense, mystery, the thriller aspect of it pretty well, and also a good concept. So I would definitely it's definitely worth checking out. And Mar, you finish what you were saying without dropping out?
Yeah, yeah. Apology, guys. Hopefully, everyone can hear me now. Um, yeah. Look, so I don't know how where I cut out and stuff, but yeah, we're the two of us are big M Night fans, and I'm always looking forward to his new movies. It's just when this one came out, I just didn't get time to go to the cinemas to watch it because that was the only place you could see this. And the film did pretty well at the box office, 90 million for a horror movie. It actually this movie had really good legs. But like if you don't like M Night's movies, you're probably not going to like this. The twist is I like the twist. It was kind of satisfying near the end of the movie, but I think someone said it in the chat he needs to work on his third act of his movies. George, yeah, it does
Yeah,
decrease a little bit. That kind of once you take away what the f is going on here, you're kind of, oh, it's just a movie
yeah,
now. Okay, when's it going to end? That kind of thing. But when he keeps that suspense going of what is this movie, like Split, like Signs, Sixth Sense, then that's when you're really into the story he's trying to tell. So cinematography was brilliant. Some really wonderful shots. The score just drives your anxiety crazy.
yeah.
I thought, I really did. I thought the score was brilliant, and it's definitely a good watch. But if you're not a fan of M. Night, you're probably not going to like this. And if you don't like his kind of big twists in movies, you're probably not going to like it either. But I'm a big fan of his. I enjoy his original ideas because they're new, they're fresh, there's nothing like it. And, he could do a studio movie in terms of be given a franchise. Like he's done it before with Airbender and After Earth, these big, massive stars, these big action movies, and they haven't really worked out for him. So he's gone back to his roots. And I think it's paying off because Split and Glass were big box office hits for an original idea, and Old 90 million is not too bad either in a pandemic and had some pretty good legs. So I will say some of the dialogue at times wasn't great. I don't know if it was the actors because a lot of them are foreign actors. I don't know if that was the problem, because they talk in English throughout this movie, or maybe either the dialogue wasn't good or the actors wasn't good at times. I don't know which it was, but it's a very weird movie because you have kids who then, after like 30 minutes on the beach, they're adults, they're teenagers, they get older and older. And then there's older people, they die because they're already old. So it's a weird movie, but definitely worth checking out if you want to get your mind fucked,
Yeah, it's not
basically.
M. Night's best movie. I wouldn't say it's in his top three either, but I think it was pretty good and definitely worth checking out.